Hello, and in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every Skywars kit based off how good they are. So I'm going to be taking into account two factors, in my opinion, right? So basically, their price and just how good they are in general situations. I'm also going to be covering what each kit does best, what each kit does poorly, and what strategies you can use to counter different kits. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, if you enjoy this video, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me. Okay, I'm trying to get more people to see my content. I just want to create videos that people like to watch. So I hope you like this video. I hope you find it informative, and let's get right into it. Okay, with our first kit, it's the default kit. This kit's free, so I guess that's good. It comes with a diamond sword, a diamond axe, diamond shovel, and a diamond pickaxe. And well, this kit's default, so it's pretty bad. But what does it have going for it? If someone can identify you're using this kit, it can mean you're like a free target. You don't play this game. Albeit level, it can somewhat give that away. If you're just baiting. So what did this kit do wrong? Everything. It has no armor, it has no block tap, has no projectiles, has no potions, has nothing. The only thing it has is this diamond sword, if that's really any useful at all. So what kit can you use against this? Literally anything is better. Well, not everything, but basically everything can work against this. So I'd give this kit a final rating of 3 out of 10. It'd be worse if this kit wasn't completely free though. So nice. Okay, the next kit we have is the armor. It's a common kit. It's very cheap, 5,000 coins. What does it come with? A splash potion of resistance, iron leggings, and a diamond breastplate. So what does this kit do right? Well, the armor. That's the main thing it has, and that's the main thing it's doing well. If you're playing on teams, you can share the armor with your teammate if they don't get that much to make your team overall stronger. Right? So what does this kit do wrong? Well, what does it do wrong? Oh yeah, you can get better gear from chests even at your base sometimes, let alone mid. And considering that armor is the main thing this kit has, that's not good. What kits can you use against this kit? Any kit that specializes in rushing, or any kit that has many projectiles. As well, this kit doesn't have either of those. What? Anyways, I give this kit still a final rating of 7 out of 10 as the armor. The armor's just good overall on it. Okay, the next kit is the Armorsmith, another common one. It comes with a diamond helmet, an anvil, this enchanted book, and a stack of bottles of enchanting. What does it do well? The anvil. You can fuse items throughout your game if you want to just get extremely stacked. Like your map either has to have an anvil at mid, or you have to use this kit to combine items, which is very helpful. It also comes with a guaranteed diamond helmet, which is always great. What does it do wrong? Well, it has like no gear at the beginning. You have to get gear from your chests, and if you don't do that, well, you're going to be at a heavy disadvantage near the beginning. So what can you do against this kit? Well, this kit's weak in general against rush kits, as again, it doesn't have any good gear at the beginning. So overall, I'd have to rate this kit a 7 out of 10. Like, it's solid. Okay, next is the baseball kit, which is a rare kit, so it might be a bit more expensive for new players, but, well, whatever. It comes with a Pro4 chain helmet and a stone sword. So what does this kit do well? The stone sword, that's about it. Knockback's really good and important in Skywars, as it can be sometimes the only way of defeating a heavily geared enemy, and knockback one definitely helps with that. So what does this kit do wrong? This kit doesn't have that much gear, and if you're getting most of your kills from void kills, then that's not going to give you any gear either. On top of that, pearls can kind of negate void somewhat, and most smart players try to avoid going near cliffs and edges to minimize their chances of getting knocked off. So obviously the counters for this kit are Ender Pearl kit and Endlord, as they both come with Ender Pearls, as well as any just in general being smart. So just because of how important knockback is, I'd have to give this a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, so the next kit is the Cannoneer, which is a legendary kit that comes with Feather Falling 4, Blast Protection, 3 Diamond Boots, 24 TNT, 10 blocks of redstone, a water bucket, 4 stone pressure plates, and that's it. So, what does this kit do? Well, it gives you everything you need to basically TNT jump to different islands, right? It gives you the TNT itself, something to light it. And also these boots with Feather Falling 4 allow you to survive most jumps. And also there's water buckets to emoji. So what does this kit do poorly? These boots, which actually are really good though, are the only real combat item you get in any way from this kit. So that's not helpful if someone's trying to actually attack you. If you want to counter someone trying to TNT jump using this kit, just any projectile-based kit, or just projectiles in general will do. And also the Princess kit's bow can actually, it can actually light the TNT on fire, leading to your demise. So since this kit isn't really good for PvP, which is mostly what Skywars is all about, I'd have to give it a 4 out of 10. It's not the worst, though.
That launched me about 2 blocks. No, you didn't. You probably do. Super, you didn't. Super. Bad, you're bad. Oh, yes, yeah! Yeah, no, good job. Let me do that now. I can block. Oh. Block. I am a boomer. I'm gonna die. I'm done.
Get destroyed. Okay, the next kit is the Ecologist, which is a common kit, making it pretty cheap, and for its price, it's incredibly good. It comes with not much, just 16 wood blocks, and this sharpness 1, efficiency 1 diamond axe. What does this kit do well? It gives you the most blocks out of any rush type kit, and also it gives you a relatively strong weapon if you're trying to rush. On top of you getting those great items, you can also break chests like I did with the axe if you decide not to rush. What does this kit do wrong though then, if it's so good? In teams mode you can't really break chests because team projections, and also if you're rushing another rush kit, you're most likely going to lose, considering this kit has literally no armor. And because of this, the main counter of this kit is just any type of rush kit which has armor. So, seeing how good it is, especially compared to its price, I'd have to actually give it a 9 out of 10. This is a great kit. Okay, the next kit is the Enchanter, which is a rare kit. It comes with an enchantment table, 64 bottles of enchanting, 8 bookshelves, and 10 diamonds. What does this kit do well? Just like the Armorsmith, it has the potential to give some of the best gear in the game through high-level enchants. On top of that, you can also, if you're missing diamond pieces and you don't get absolute trash luck, you can normally make the rest of your diamond pieces using the 10 diamonds you have from this kit. What does this kit do poorly? Well, it's incredibly RNG based, as sometimes you could pour 20 levels into an enchantment and then just get Smites 3 on your diamond sword. So sometimes it's trash, sometimes it's gray. It also takes a really long time to splash yourself with enchantment bottles and also set up the enchanting area, which makes you a target for rushers. And therefore, the main counter of this kit is any type of rush kit, or in general just any kit that can rush you once they either have a sword or blocks. So in general, just because of the potential of this kit, I'd have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. Okay, so our next kit is the Enderman, a legendary kit which makes us somewhat expensive. And it just comes with a smart pearl, which is a normal pearl with a 45-second cooldown, meaning you can't use it for 45 seconds after the game starts. What did this kit do well? Well, if you're good at pearling and you get knocked into the void, you can use the pearl to, well, escape the void. Also, after the 45 seconds, you can use the pearl to go to someone and attack them, or just in general escape from a bad situation. And this kit's used a lot. It's seen as pretty good. I don't think so. And well, the first reason why is because, well, the cooldown. Well, it's because of the price. What other? How are you full diamond? No, leave me alone. So, in my opinion, the main problem with this kit is the cooldown. Your own soup. The cooldown makes it so, well, it makes it so you can't do anything for those seconds, and since this kit comes with nothing else, since it comes with nothing else, you can't really you have a disadvantage in 1v1 fights, and thus for in my opinion the weakness of this kit is any kit that can rush you really quickly within the 45 seconds. So I'd have to be honest, I'd have to give this kit 4 out of 10. In my opinion, it's not that good. Okay, the next kit is the Guardian. Ignore these Zulus, shut up. So the Guardian is a legendary kit, which is pretty defensive. It comes with 10 obsidian, 2 resistance potions, 2 skeleton spawn eggs, and 3 zombie spawn eggs. What this kit does well is defense. If you exclude the armor, you can use obsidian to block yourself off, or even to use in traps. The mobs can be annoying in combat, and the resistance can give you an edge in PvP. So what does this kit do wrong? Well, what does it do wrong? You can't rush with it. It's defensive, it's not aggressive. You cannot rush with it at all. It comes with nothing other than maybe obsidian for bridging if you're bad, that you can use to rush, and on top of that, the mobs sometimes literally get in the way of your bridging, causing you to just fall into the void and not even get to abuse any of the things that this kit comes with. You can counter this. The only thing you can truly counter in this kit is the mobs, which isn't actually that hard. You can kill the mobs using a bow. You can technically, if you're a healer, you could splash potions of healing to heal yourself and harm the mobs. And lastly, if you have the monster tamer trainer kit for whatever reason, you can literally turn their mobs against you. But seeing as this kit doesn't have really that many weaknesses, it's pretty solid. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Soup, stop beating me up. Soup. Ah! I forgot to use my resistance. Pain. Okay, the next kit is the healer. It's a common kit, so it's easy to get. And it comes with 3 instant health potions, 2 regen 2 potions for 16 seconds, and 2 golden apples. This kit has a lot of healing. It's literally called the healer. So what does this kit do well? Well, it makes it a lot harder to get cleaned in combat, as you can heal way quicker than most people, and also the regen can help you in prolonged 1v1 fights. Now, what does this kit do wrong? What did this kit do wrong? Well, you can't. It doesn't really allow you to heal from anything that does high amounts of damage in one blow, such as strong swords, TNT, void, etc. So that's one weakness it has. The best counter to this kit is range. This kit can't really do anything against range. So yeah. Also, there's one thing that this kit does do really bad. It comes with no gear. If you need gear, then tough luck, because you can't have it. Why does that bow do so much damage to have no gear on? Okay, anyways, I'm giving this kit a 7 out of 10. It's solid. It could be better, but it's also really cheap, so that's fair. Okay, the next kit is Hunter. Hunter is a rare kit, and it comes with 2 items: Power 2 bow and 24 arrows. What this kit does well is bow spam. You can bow spam anyone at the very beginning of the game to deal massive damage to them, which is great. if you like being annoying, but it's also actually good if you want to win. Like if you want to do anything you can to win. What does this kit do poorly then? Well, it comes with nothing for close range combat, so that's a weakness. It also doesn't come with way too many arrows, like the mid chests do, so that's also bad. On top of that, since it's only a power 2 bow, the damage is greatly mitigated if the player has a lot of damage, a lot of armor, right? So what can you do to counter this kit? If you use a kit with high mobility, that's great because you can get to them before they can abuse their bow. On top of that, some kits like the farmer have projectile protection on their armor, which doesn't help. So overall, I'd have to give this kit 6.5 out of 10. It's still not terrible, unlike Soup's Pig. Okay, next is the Night Kit, a kit that a lot of people use for a good reason. First off, it's a common, which makes it really easy to get, and it's pretty simple. It comes with 2 items: this Prot 4 gold helmet and this Sharpness 2 iron sword. What this kit does well is it gives 1 piece of strong armor, this gold helmet, which rivals a diamond helmet, and also gives you this sharp 2 iron sword, which is stronger than a sharp 1 diamond sword. So what does it do poorly? It comes with no armor other than the helmet, which is, well, its biggest weakness. And also, if you're trying to rush with it, it's slightly harder than as some rush kits, as it comes with no blocks. You have to get them from chests, which wastes time, and the enemy could get gear to kill you. So the main counter to this kit is just being able to gear up before they can start trying to attack you, right? Because this kit comes with no armor other than the helmet. So if you can quickly get armor, then it's a GG moment. So this kit's still overall pretty good. I had to give it a solid 8 out of 10 on the my rating scale. Soup, get over here. Soup, stop beating me up. Soup, stop beating me up. That wasn't a half hour. You were. Next is the Pharaoh, which is a kit that not many people use, but it's also a great kit. It's rare, but so yes, technically it can be considered a rush class as it comes with blocks. Its armor is the Prot 4 golden helmet, iron chest, leather chestplate, leather leggings, and this Prot 4 golden boot, which makes it technically have the best armor out of any rush type kit. So that's a pro in itself. On top of that, you can technically also light up a beacon to give yourself strength or speed, which can allow you to finish off enemies quicker if you want. So what are the cons of this? It comes with no weapon. If you're having a rush war with another rush kit, you're going to be at a slight disadvantage as you actually have to open chests for armor. On top of that, if you're trying to camp you in your beacon, the enemy gets that effect too, right? So you can counter this kit again by using a rush kit that comes with a weapon, or just destroy if they try to camp. Just destroy them with better loot that you got. So this kit is great. I'm gonna die. It's an 8 out of 10 in my opinion, same as an 8. It's overall just great. Next up is the Pro, a common kit, again easy to get. This kit's good for beginners, but it's still really good even if you're experienced. It comes with an iron helmet, an iron chestplate, a sharp 1 stone sword, 16 glass, and even a golden apple. This kit is an incredibly versatile rush down kit, or rush kit, as it comes with armor, a sword, blocks, even healing, everything you need for a successful rush. So that's its biggest pro, and it's an incredibly good one at that. So what does this kit do wrong? Well, there's kits with better armor. There's kits with better armor. There's kits with better weapons. There's kits with better blocks. There's kits with more healing. Basically, everything this kit has, there's another kit that does it better, right? But still, there's no kit that has all that at once, really. What can you do to counter this kit? If you can get the mid faster than the other kit and get more gear than them, you'll mostly win most of the time. So I'd give this kit an 8.5 out of 10. It's a solid beginner kit, and it's even great when you're not a beginner. Okay, next kit is the Scout. It's a common kit. I see it be used a lot, and it gives you a stone sword and 3 40-second splash potions of speed. This kit has one pro. It's the speed. Speed in general just helps a lot when you're fighting someone on flat ground. It can allow you to land much better combos. What does this kit do wrong? It has no armor and it has a stone sword. Stone swords suck, right? On top of that, the potions don't actually last that long either. This kit also has a lot of counters, such as, well, fighting in enclosed areas or unflat terrain can mitigate the effect that the speed has on your overall PvP. Using projectiles to stall the scout and make him waste his potions is also very useful. And also, if you can fight opponents with speed well, you most likely will win, as scouts normally have a bit worse armor than other kits or people using other kits. So overall, I'd only give this kit about a 6 out of 10. It doesn't suck, but it's actually not that good. It's not that good. And now I just have to kill Soup. Soup. You need to chill for a sec. My egg missed. No, you're in a hole. I got souped. Okay, next is the Snowman. The Snowman is a rare kit, so take that how you feel. It comes with some items. It comes with full dyed leather armor, 32 snowballs, 2 snow blocks, a diamond shovel with sharpness 3, and a pumpkin. And the main pro of this kit is the snow golem. You can use him for a lot of things, such as getting snowballs to rain snowballs on your enemies, and just in general, just snowballs are really helpful. Okay, the snow golem itself can also fire snowballs at nearby players. For example, this can help you deter rushers. On top of this, you can also just use him as a distraction to kill someone. So what are the cons? Since the pros of the Snowman kit is the Snow Golem, the cons of it is the Snow Golem not existing. It has 4 HP, making it incredibly easy to kill, like stupidly easy to kill. And once it's dead, there's literally like no point. The kit's entirely garbage, which just makes it another generic kit. So because of this, the main weakness of this kit is either ranged damage items, bows mainly, and also ender pearls, as they can just completely ignore this kit. Against the melee kit, this kit is great, but against anything with range, this kit doesn't fare well. So I'd only give it a 6 out of 10. Still, against the melee, it works well. Soup, you have to get over here. Soup, you need to die. I'm sorry. Okay, next is the Speciologist, another rare kit. It's a lot like the Ecologist. It comes with a weapon and blocks just like the Ecologist. This is a Sharp 2, Efficiency 3, Unbreaking 3, Fortune 2 pick, and 32 stone, right? The main pro of this kit is, in general, going to mid. You can easily rush to mid and get the mid loot there, and on top of that, due to the fortune on this pick, you can mine iron and diamonds ore that is located at many mids. So that's its main pro. On the other hand, the con is, if someone gets to mid really quickly, they can kill you while you're still gathering items. And also, in this playstyle, you have to really rely on mid loot, or the map to just have a lot of ores on it at mid. So that's a really big downside. This kit also has a lot of counters. Any kit, and I can't hear. Any kit that has either a lot of armor or a high attack damage weapon can normally win against this kit. And also, if this kit has to fight another rush kit with more armor, such as the pro kit, it'll lose in most situations. So I can only give this kit a 6.5 out of 10. Not as good as the Ecologist. Okay, next is Bat Guy, which is a common kit with pretty common loot, I'd have to say. It comes with Proc 2 leather cap, leather tunic, leather pants, and Proc 2 iron boots. It has a blindness potion and bat spawn eggs. Yeah. This kit has a bunch of niche like things you can do. It comes with a full set of armor, so if you're missing a piece, then you can just wear some armor from this. You can use the blindness pot on someone that you're fighting, and if you land a near direct or actual direct hit, it'll give you a giant advantage on them as they can't really sprint anymore, and also they can't see that well. And just because why not? Technically, you could use the bats to block projectiles, right? So what does this kit do wrong? Well, it's one thing. It's one really big thing. The armor is really weak as far as kits go, and also it has no blocks and no weapons, which isn't actually good. It can be countered by just a rush kit, any rush kit in general. And also, once you use the blindness potion, this kit lost its biggest part, and therefore it's even more useless than it already normally is. So I have to give it 5.5 out of 10. What is that? What was that? I don't like you. Bye. I'm an oral. Next, Disco. Disco is a common kit, and for a common kit, just like the Pharaoh, it's gray. Okay, head. So this kit comes with a gold helmet with Proj Pro 4, leather tunic with Pro 2, Thorns 3, leather pants with Pro 4, and leather boots with Feather Fallen 4. Right? So, oh yeah, and also a jukebox, a no block, and a random disc. So, what does this kit do well? Well, this kit gives you armor and blocks if you want to rush for some with this kit, and also just it's fun to play music with this kit. If you want, you can do it. Multiple viral videos have been created this way. So, what are the cons of this kit? Your chest plate can break due to the thorns, and also the armor. It's significantly worse than any of the armor that you can get from chests. Meaning, in like a serious fight, you're probably not gonna win. Where's Soup? Oh my god, Soup! Anyway, so in a serious fight, you're probably not gonna win, especially if the man you're fighting either has good RNG or mid gear. On top of this, you can't. It's hard to bridge or clutch with snow blocks, as when you click them without shifting, they play notes. So the main counter to this kit is basically any kit with a high damage sword, or just in general any kit that can rush faster than it. So still though, it's a good kit in my opinion. Just like the Pharaoh, 8 out of 10. Music go burr. Okay, this kit is the Energix kit. It's a common kit and it comes with one item: a strength potion that lasts for 7 seconds. Now this kit's a good kit, right? Because good job. Anyways. So this kit is good because, well, it has one big con. If you're in an enclosed area and you use the pot and the other person can't escape or doesn't notice, it's an almost guaranteed win for you. Because strength is really powerful, right? So what are the cons? If you're smart, you can either bait the strength or stall for the strength to run out once it's used, right? Which kind of go together in my opinion. So therefore, you can counter by just in general being smart. What kits can counter? Any kit as long as you're smart. I didn't even use it there, but just because of how useful it is in certain situations, I'd still have to give it an 8 out of 10. It's strength. It's strength. What can you do about strength? Next is the Cactus kit, another common, and it comes with a Thorns 5 and Breaking 5 leather chest plate, a Thorns 3 and Breaking 5 leather pant, 16 cacti, and the sand. Now, these items are absolute garbage, right? Don't use these items. What's good is the armor. During the beginning of the game, if you can get blocks and a weapon, you can rush the other person, and the armor can carry you through that if you want. And on top of that, thorns can actually, much of the time, it can hit the other person and break a combo that they had on you if they did have one. So those are its pros. Its cons, on the other hand, well, the armor, it has no prot and it's leather, so it's weak as heck, and also can break really quick due to it having thorns. So what are your main counters for this kit? You can spam projectiles to break the armors. And also, or just like in general, take the fight more slowly, be cautious, right? And also, last of all, any kit that has a weapon that does more damage than the kit you get from your chests with cacti. That's its biggest counter. But still, concerning its lack of counters, technically, I can still give it a 7 out of 10 in my opinion. Soup. I got stuck in a block. Soup. That's fair. Now I started in your zombie. Okay, next is the Archaeologist. Which is the hardest kit to get in the entirety of Skywars, right? It's a legendary kit, and also you have to finish everything in the Angel Descent to get it. So it's incredibly hard to get. What does it have? It has the Legionnaire chestplate, which is an iron chestplate with Prot 1, red socks, which is leather boots Prot 2, a blazing potion, which gives you speed and fire res for 30 seconds, potion of hearts, which is just an instant health, a simple fishing rod, which is a freaking fishing rod, and that's it, right? So what did this kit do well? It can give you immunity to fire if they're using fire to escape from you. You can heal with it, and also it comes with semi-decent armor. What are the cons? The armor isn't super great. It has no weapon, it has no and it has no blocks. Those are its main weaknesses. And also with the blazing potion, you can bait it. So the counters, in my opinion, for this kit are rush kits, and also just in general smart playing to avoid the blaze pot. And the fact that the kit isn't incredibly good combined with how hard it is, I have to give it a 1.5 out of 10. It's just so hard to get that it's not worth it whatsoever. Don't get this kit. Just no. Don't. Just don't. Okay, Warlock. The Warlock is a rare kit which comes with 2 instant damage potions, 2 weakness potions that last for 10 seconds each, a poison potion that lasts for 10 seconds, and 2 gaps. Now, what's the pro of this kit? Once you get gear, you can use these potions in a 1v1 and just absolutely destroy your opponent. Now, what are the cons? Once your potions are gone, you're this is an absolutely worthless kit at that point. This kit has no gear, and also at the beginning of the game, if you can't lose stuff before you get rushed, you're just going to instantly lose even with these potions. So yeah, the main strategy of this game is either using a ranged kit, so this kit can't abuse its potions as much, or just in general rushing it. It's not that good of a kit. I'd have to only rate it 4 out of 10. Like, it could be a lot better, dude. Soup is a skilled person. This is why we all love Soup. Okay, Frog. Frog is another highly used kit. It's a rush kit and it's common, right? So it comes with 3/4 dyed leather armor with a frog hat. And the Frog's Potion, which lasts for 40 seconds, gives you speed 2 and jump boost 4. The pros of this kit are, once you get blocks and a weapon, you can easily traverse the land, as you have a speed 2, and also, like, you don't even have to complete bridges. You can just bridge half the way and jump the rest. You can do jump boost 4, right? So that's great. On top of that, if you're losing a fight, you can escape relatively easily by just towering up with your jump boost 4. You can tear up really quickly and escape a bad situation. So with all this going for you, what's the downside? What can you do to exploit this? Well, rush him back. They have no weapon and they have no blocks, so they're pretty vulnerable. On top of this, in most cases, they use their frog potion early on instead of in battle. So what can you do to defeat this kit? What can you do to defeat the kit? Any kit with either good armor or good weapons in general just can out PvP it. And on top of that, its biggest counter is a good scout, which is a kit that which works a lot in the same. So what does the scout do? Well, it's a lot like the frog, but its potions can last a lot longer, as you can see there. And on top of that, when frogs jump, they lose speed because they jump so high, which makes it a lot harder for a frog to escape from a scout that's very persistent in hunting them. So it's better than the scout, but I still only have to give it a 7 out of 10. Okay, so knowing what every kit is good and bad is nice, but what are the best kits? And just because what are the worst? Well, let's see. Also, these are just the top 5 best and worst kits of this first part. We're going to be including 22 other kits in the second part. This first part covered 24. I couldn't fit them onto one video. It'd be too long. So, if you like this video, look, check out that one too. I'm going to be compiling the top 5 best kits from both of those videos in that one. So, okay. So, the best kit out of the ones reviewed here was the Ecologist with a 9 out of 10. Go to 727 to read more on that, or listen to more on that. The second best was the Pro with an 8.5 out of 10. Info on them is located at 1835. Third best was the Guardian with 8 out of 10. Info on them is at 1131. Fourth best is the Pharaoh with 8 out of 10 again. Information on them is at 1715. And fifth best is the Knight with information at 1553. Okay, so the fifth, the worst kit out of the ones I did so far is the Enderman with a 4 out of 10. More information is at 959. The fourth worst is the Cannoneer, again 4 out of 10 at 532. The third best is the Warlock, again 4 out of 10 at 3148. The second worst was Default at 3 out of 10 at 52 seconds. And the worst kit was the Archaeologist with a 1.5 out of 10. More info at 3012. If you want to look at the ratings for the rest of the kits, here they are. I got a bunch of my info from this thread. Really, you should really go check this out if you want to look at more. Here are all the kits ranked. So yeah, that's about it for this first part. If you guys like this, I'll make a second one, okay? And this is kind of experimental. I haven't really done any of these before, so I just want to see how this one does. Anyways, bye.